You know what worries many people after 60, but almost no one explains clearly? It is that quiet feeling that your eyes and your memory are just not the same. You wake up and the room looks slightly foggy for a few minutes. You walk into the kitchen and forget what you came for. After watching TV or staring at a phone for a short time, your eyes burn, your head feels heavy, and you feel slower than before. This is very common, but it is not always a disease like stroke or dementia. In many cases, it is your brain and your eyes sending you a message. They are working hard all day, but at night, when they should be repairing, they do not receive enough of the right nutrients to rebuild themselves. Several large studies on aging have found that a high percentage of older adults are low in key protective nutrients such as vitamin A, certain B vitamins, lutein, zeaxanthin, and powerful antioxidants from fruits and vegetables. These are especially important in the evening and during sleep, when memory circuits are cleaned and eye tissues are renewed. When those nutrients are missing for years, you feel it as blurry vision, poor focus, slower recall, and dry, tired eyes. I am the medical voice behind goldenagehealth, and my work for many decades has been to help older adults stay clear in mind and steady in body for as long as possible. In this video, I want to show you something simple and gentle. 4 natural juices made from everyday foods that can support your memory and your eyesight, especially while you sleep. No pills, no complicated programs, just specific juices taken at the right times of day in amounts that are realistic for someone in their 60s, 70s, or even 80s. First, I will explain what each juice does for your eyes and brain. Then, I will put them together into an easy daily plan you can follow at home. If you asked me to choose one simple morning juice that most people over 60 overlook, I would choose carrot juice. It seems ordinary, but it can quietly support clearer eyes and a more awake mind. Carrot juice gives your body a rich supply of beta-carotene. Your liver converts this into vitamin A, which the surface of the eye and the light-sensing cells in the retina depend on. When vitamin A is low for a long time, it becomes harder to see in dim light and harder to adjust when you move from a bright room into a darker hallway. That is why many older adults find that night driving or walking outdoors in the evening no longer feels comfortable. Carrot juice also provides natural pigments such as lutein and zeaxanthin. You can picture these as a soft protective filter stored in the center of your vision, the macula, the area that lets you read small print, look at faces, and see fine details. Lutein and zeaxanthin help absorb part of the incoming light and support the macula against long-term wear and tear, so that central vision can stay clearer for longer. The benefits do not stop at the eyes. When older adults regularly bring more colorful vegetables like carrots into their diet, many describe less morning fog and more steady focus. One man in the Golden Age Health community shared that after a month of adding a small glass of carrot juice to his breakfast, he could finish his crossword puzzle without that heavy, sleepy feeling behind his eyes. So how can you use carrot juice in a safe, practical way? For most people, a small glass is enough. 2 to 3 medium carrots washed and cut, then juiced or blended with a little water. Make a good base. You may add a thin slice of ginger or a squeeze of lemon for a fresher taste. The key step is to drink this juice together with a source of healthy fat, such as a spoon of olive oil, a few nuts, or a slice of whole grain toast with avocado. Fat helps your body absorb the carotenoids more efficiently. If you are living with diabetes or watching your blood sugar, Keep the portion modest and avoid extra sweet fruits. Most older adults tolerate this well, especially when they drink it with a meal rather than on an empty stomach. A good time is within 1 to 2 hours after waking, as your first gentle gift to your eyes and to your brain. Doctor's golden tip: after you finish your carrot juice, spend 1 minute on simple eye exercises. Look far into the distance, then slowly shift your gaze to something close and repeat a few times while blinking gently. This tiny routine, together with your morning juice, can signal to your eyes and your nervous system that a clearer, calmer day is beginning. Now let us move to a very different kind of juice, one that works more like a traffic controller for your blood flow. I am talking about beet juice, the deep red drink that many people think of only as a vegetable side dish, not as a tool for their brain and eyes. Yet for adults over 60, healthy circulation is one of the most important keys to keeping memory, focus, and vision as sharp as possible. Most people blame age alone when their memory feels slower or when their vision becomes more easily tired. But very often, the silent partner behind these problems is reduced blood flow. As we get older, blood vessels can become stiffer from high blood pressure, lack of movement, smoking, or many years of unhealthy eating. When that happens, the brain and retina receive less oxygen and fewer nutrients with each heartbeat. You may notice this as afternoon brain fog, heavy eyelids, or a sense that it takes more effort to think clearly. This is where beet juice can be helpful for many people. Beets are naturally rich in dietary nitrates. Inside your body, your saliva and digestive system convert these nitrates into nitric oxide, a tiny gas molecule that signals the walls of your blood vessels to relax slightly. When they relax, they open a little wider. That simple change can allow more oxygen-rich blood to reach areas that are very sensitive to reduced circulation, such as the frontal parts of the brain, which are responsible for attention and decision-making, and the fine blood vessels at the back of the eye. Research on older adults shows that regular intake of nitrate-rich foods like beets can support healthier blood pressure and improved blood flow in the brain. Many people notice that when circulation improves, they feel more awake, more coordinated, and less mentally stuck in the afternoon. Within about 30 to 60 minutes after drinking beet juice, nitric oxide levels usually begin to rise, which is why some people feel quicker thinking and more comfortable eyes during that time. Of course, every body is different. And this is not a replacement for medical treatment, but it can be a gentle ally. How can you prepare it? For most seniors, a small glass is enough. Take 1 medium beet, peel it if the skin is tough, and juice or blend it with half an apple or a piece of orange and some water. This softens the earthy taste and adds a little natural sweetness. If you have diabetes, you can use less fruit. Choose a green apple, or pair the juice with a small handful of nuts to slow the rise in blood sugar. A good window for beet juice is between about 2 and 4 in the afternoon, when energy and focus often dip. There are a few cautions. Beets can deepen the color of your urine and stool to red or pink. This can be surprising, but it is harmless for most people. Those with kidney stones or chronic kidney disease, or those already taking strong blood pressure medicines, should check with their doctor before using beet juice regularly, because nitrates and oxalates may not be suitable in large daily amounts. In the Golden Age health community, one gentleman in his early 70s started with just half a glass of beet juice in the afternoons, 3 times a week. He combined it with a slow 15-minute walk around his home. After a month, he reported fewer blank moments when searching for words and felt less drowsy before dinner. This is the kind of small but meaningful shift we aim for. Doctor's golden tip: if you drink beet juice in the afternoon, follow it with a short period of movement. It does not need to be exercise at the gym. Simply walking in your living room, gently marching in place while holding onto a chair, or walking down the hallway and back several times can help your heart use that improved circulation to nourish your brain and your eyes more fully. We have talked about circulation and morning fuel. Now let us look at the juice that quietly protects your memory while you rest. Blueberry juice. Many older adults tell me, "Doctor, I can still remember things, but it feels slower, like my brain is wading through water." If that sounds familiar, a regular dose of dark berries may be one of the most helpful habits you can add to your evening. Blueberries are rich in deep purple pigments called anthocyanins. You do not need to remember the name, but you should remember what they do. These compounds act like tiny shields against oxidative stress and low-grade inflammation inside the brain. Over many years, small injuries from high sugar, high blood pressure, stress, and poor sleep can weaken the connections between brain cells, especially in areas that handle learning and memory. Anthocyanins help defend those areas and support the brain's ability to repair itself. Research in older adults has repeatedly shown that people who eat more berries tend to experience a slower decline in memory and thinking skills. Studies suggest that anthocyanins may help the brain maintain better communication between cells and support the production of important growth factors that keep brain networks flexible. For you, this may translate into small but meaningful changes: following a conversation more easily, recalling names a little faster, or finishing a book without feeling mentally exhausted. The eyes can also benefit. The same pigments that protect your brain can help defend the delicate nerve cells that carry visual signals from the eye to the brain. Many people over 60 notice that their eyes tire quickly when reading, sewing, or using a phone. While blueberry juice is not a cure for eye disease, the antioxidants in blueberries may help the retina cope with daily exposure to light and strain, especially when combined with healthy sleep and regular eye checkups. How can you use blueberry juice in your day? A simple version is to take 1 small cup of fresh or frozen blueberries, rinse them, and blend them with water. If you want a thicker, smoother drink, you may add half a small banana or a spoon of plain yogurt. There is usually no need to add sugar. Because blueberries already contain natural sugar, people with diabetes should keep the portion moderate and may prefer to blend rather than strain so that the fiber remains and helps slow absorption. The best time for most seniors is in the evening, about 60 to 90 minutes before bed. Think of it as part of your wind-down ritual. Dim the lights, turn off bright screens, sip your blueberry juice slowly, and give your nervous system the message that it is safe to relax. In the Golden Age Health community, a retired teacher in her early 70s shared that adding an evening blueberry drink, along with a more regular bedtime, helped her stay focused longer on her favorite novels and improved the quality of her sleep over several weeks. Doctor's golden tip: while you drink your blueberry juice at night, train your memory gently. Choose one simple exercise, such as listing 3 things you are grateful for that day, or trying to recall the names of 5 friends from your childhood. This combination of nutrition and gentle mental training tells your brain, even in later life, we are still learning, we are still growing. Now let us turn to a juice that does not look dramatic, but quietly protects some of the most precious structures in your eyes and brain. Spinach juice. Many people think of spinach only as a side dish, something soft on the plate. But inside those leaves are pigments and vitamins that your macula and your mood both depend on, especially as you grow older. At the back of your eye, in the center of the retina, lies a tiny area called the macula. It is responsible for detailed vision, reading the numbers on your phone, recognizing faces, threading a needle, reading medicine labels. As we age, this area can become thinner and more vulnerable to light damage and oxidative stress. Spinach naturally contains lutein and zeaxanthin, the same protective pigments we mentioned with carrots, but in even higher amounts per bite. You can imagine them as a soft yellow filter that concentrates in the macula, helping absorb some of the harmful blue and ultraviolet light that enters your eye each day. When your diet is low in these pigments for many years, the macula may lose part of its natural protection, and detailed vision may fade more quickly. Spinach brings more than pigments. It is also rich in folate, a B vitamin that your brain uses to build important chemicals like serotonin and dopamine. These chemicals help regulate your mood, motivation, and ability to focus. Many older adults with low folate levels feel more tired mentally and emotionally. Some studies have shown that when folate intake improves in seniors who were deficient, their performance on memory and attention tests can improve as well. For you, this may mean feeling less flat, more interested in daily activities, and a little sharper when you need to concentrate. Spinach also supplies vitamin K, which supports normal blood clotting and plays a role in maintaining healthy cell membranes, including in the brain. Vitamin K is involved in the maintenance of the insulation layer around nerve fibers, helping nerve signals travel smoothly. Over many years, a pattern of eating that regularly includes leafy greens like spinach can support both cardiovascular and brain health. Of course, whenever we talk about spinach, we must mention oxalates. Spinach contains natural oxalates, substances that can combine with minerals like calcium. In healthy people, small daily amounts are usually handled well by the body, especially when oxalate-rich foods are balanced with enough water and a varied diet. But for those with a history of certain types of kidney stones or chronic kidney disease, very large, frequent servings of spinach may not be appropriate. If that is your situation, it is important to discuss any plan for daily green juices with your doctor or dietitian, and you may choose to rotate with lower oxalate greens like lettuce or cabbage instead. How might you use spinach juice in a comfortable, senior-friendly way? Start small. A generous handful of fresh spinach washed well can be blended or juiced with half a cucumber or a green apple, plus some water. This softens the flavor and makes it more refreshing. You do not need a large glass. Even a small cup taken regularly adds up over time. Many older adults tolerate this best mid-morning or at lunchtime, rather than on an empty stomach. If you take blood-thinning medication, remember that vitamin K intake from all sources, including leafy greens, should be relatively stable day to day. Sudden large changes can affect how your medicine works, so talk with your healthcare provider before making big increases. In the Golden Age health community, one woman in her late 60s began drinking a small spinach-based juice 3 to 4 times per week, always with her midday meal. She did not notice a change overnight, but after several weeks, she reported less strain when reading in the afternoon and a more stable mood, with fewer days of feeling down for no clear reason. This kind of gentle, gradual improvement is exactly what we aim for with these natural supports. Doctor's golden tip: when you drink your spinach juice, give your eyes a short green break as well. Sit near a window or step outside for a few minutes and look at trees, plants, or anything at a comfortable distance. Relax your jaw, drop your shoulders, and breathe slowly. Combining nutrition from green leaves with a brief moment of visual rest can calm both your macula and your mind in the middle of a busy day. Now that you know each of the 4 juices, let us put them together into a simple rhythm for your day. Think of them as 4 gentle helpers, each arriving at the time when your brain and eyes need that particular kind of support the most. Carrot juice lights up the morning. Spinach steadies you through the day. Beet juice wakes up your circulation in the afternoon. And blueberry juice watches over your brain at night. You are not trying to be perfect. You are simply giving your body better building blocks one glass at a time. A very friendly way to start is with carrot juice in the morning, within 1 to 2 hours after waking. Once you have taken any necessary medications and eaten a light breakfast, a small glass of carrot juice can act as a reset button for your vision. The vitamin A and carotenoids begin supporting your retina while you are opening curtains, reading messages, or preparing your day. When you drink it together with a source of healthy fat, you are telling your body, here is the fuel you need to see clearly and focus calmly. Many older adults notice that over time, the morning fog behind the eyes softens, and reading or walking around the house feels more comfortable. Later in the morning, or at lunchtime, is a good place for your green helper, spinach juice, or another mild leafy green juice. Taken with food, it is usually easier on the stomach and gives your macula and your mood a gentle lift. This is the period when many people start planning their tasks, reading news, or doing chores. Having extra lutein, zeaxanthin, folate, and vitamin K circulating during this time gives your brain and eyes quiet support while you are using them actively. Remember, the goal is not a huge glass. Even a small cup taken regularly is meaningful. When the afternoon arrives, most people over 60 recognize a familiar dip. Energy falls, concentration is harder, and the eyes feel heavy. This is where a modest serving of beet juice can fit. Between about 2 and 4 in the afternoon, a small glass can encourage blood vessels to relax just enough to bring more oxygen to your brain and your retina. If you combine this with 10 to 15 minutes of gentle movement, even walking around your home or garden, you are using that improved circulation in the best possible way. Over several weeks, many people report fewer episodes of afternoon brain fog and less strain when finishing tasks before dinner. Then we come to the evening, when your brain prepares for repair and cleaning. About 60 to 90 minutes before bedtime, blueberry juice becomes your nighttime ally. Sipped slowly, without the distraction of bright screens, it provides anthocyanins and other antioxidants just when your nervous system is winding down. Paired with dim lights, a consistent bedtime, and a calm routine, this small habit can support both memory processing and retinal recovery during sleep. You may not feel a dramatic change after 1 or 2 nights, but over time, many older adults notice deeper rest and slightly steadier memory across the day. It is important to say this clearly. You do not need to drink 4 juices every single day. For many seniors, that would be too much volume and too much preparation. Instead, you can rotate. One simple pattern is to choose 2 juices per day, carrot and spinach on one day, beet and blueberry the next, and then repeat. Another option is to pick one focus juice for 1 or 2 weeks, such as blueberry in the evening, while keeping the others just once or twice a week. The body responds best to consistency, not to perfection. Small habits, repeated, are what change your internal environment. At the same time, these juices are helpers, not replacements for medical care. They cannot cure glaucoma, cataracts, advanced macular degeneration, or serious neurological disease. If you live with diabetes, heart disease, kidney problems, or if you take blood thinners or multiple medications, it is wise to talk with your doctor before making large changes to your diet, especially with beet and spinach juices. You may need to use smaller amounts, adjust fruit content, or choose certain juices more often than others. And regular eye exams and checkups remain essential, even if you feel your vision is stable. Doctor's golden tip: keep a simple eye and brain diary for at least 4 weeks. Each evening, write down 3 things: how clear your vision felt during the day, how your memory and focus felt, and which juices you drank and when. You do not need long notes, just a few words. Over time, this small record will show you gentle trends: less dryness, fewer afternoon crashes, better sleep, or steadier mood, and will help you and your healthcare team adjust the plan so that it fits your unique body in the safest, most effective way. If you are still here with me now, I want to pause and thank you. It tells me something important about you. You are not someone who has given up and decided that blurry vision and a fading memory are simply your fate. You are someone who still believes that your body can respond, that your brain can learn, and that your eyes deserve care even after many decades of work. That attitude alone is already a powerful medicine. Many older adults quietly carry regret. They say, "If only I had slept more, eaten better, or protected my eyes earlier, maybe I would not be struggling now." At Golden Age Health, I want you to hear this clearly. While we cannot rewrite the past, the body at 60, 70, or even 80 still has a remarkable ability to repair when it is given the right support. Your cells are not waiting for perfection. They are waiting for small, steady kindness. Think of what we have talked about as 4 simple acts of that kindness. A morning that begins with carrot juice, sending vitamin A and carotenoids to your retinas as you open the curtains and start the day. A midday or lunchtime moment with spinach or other leafy greens, feeding your macula, your mood, and your nervous system while you go about your tasks. An afternoon lift from beet juice, helping your blood carry fresh oxygen to your tired brain and eyes. And an evening of blueberry juice, taken in calm light, quietly guarding your memory circuits while you sleep. None of these is a miracle on its own, but together, over weeks and months, they create momentum in the right direction. Alongside regular movement, good medical care, not smoking, moderating alcohol, and protecting your eyes from harsh light, these small choices can slow the slide that so many people fear. You may notice it in little ways first: reading a bit longer before your eyes tire, walking with more confidence, recalling a name more quickly, or sleeping more deeply. Those tiny signs are your body's way of saying, "Yes, I hear what you are doing for me." Here at Golden Age Health, our mission is to walk with you through this season of life with clear, calm, science-based guidance made especially for older adults. If this video has given you a new idea, a bit of hope, or simply the feeling that you are not alone in this journey, I would be honored if you would tap the like button and share it with someone you care about, perhaps a friend or family member who worries about their eyes or their memory. And if you would like more gentle strategies to protect your vision, strengthen your brain, support your legs, and stay independent for as long as possible, I invite you to subscribe to the Golden Age Health channel. We release new videos regularly, all designed with seniors in mind. In the comments, tell us, which juice are you most interested in trying first, and what time of day is hardest for your eyes or your memory? Your answers will help guide future topics and may also encourage someone reading who feels the same way. This is Golden Age Health, reminding you that while we cannot stop the years from passing, we can choose how we nourish ourselves within those years. One glass, one breath, one small habit at a time, you can move toward clearer vision and a steadier mind. Thank you for spending this time with me today. Until next time, stay safe, stay curious, and keep believing that your body is still capable of positive change.